Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Read option. Here's Montgomery. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the 50, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
They snap it to Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
53 is the mark. Push him back. Push him back. Let's go, let's go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. From the 41, Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's called. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That's complete right side to Kmet. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. The pile, and he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Montgomery running right, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Fields. The man is Kmet, the tight end, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Play action. It's Fields. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, So does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On first down, Montgomery. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 29 is the Mike. Right now, you got 58. Check 9, check 9. Sponge. No. Check 1. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Look at this.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Find Alan Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Watson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker. On
play action, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A give to the fullback on the dive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. look at the backup, Jordan Love. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. Of the third quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Running left, Montgomery. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. A give. This is Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Fields. Nowhere to go lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. That's complete to Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
To throw on third down, Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Rodgers to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left, and here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me.